Like to call to order the Westmont Village Board meeting of May 4th, 2023 to order at 6 o'clock p.m. and ask Clerk Simsky for roll call, please.
Mayor Gunter?
Here.
The clerk's here. Trustee Barker?
Here.
Trustee Brady?
Yes. Here.
Trustee Guzzo?
Here.
Trustee Little?
Here.
Trustee Nero?
Here.
Trustee Simonovich?
Present.
Attorney Zemanek?
Here.
Manager May?
Here.
Assistant Manager Parker?
Here. Would everybody please rise and join me in a pledge of allegiance? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to welcome everyone to this kind of a special meeting. The first thing I need to do is open forum. Anybody here who's want to talk about anything not on the agenda, now's the time. Seeing none, I'll close open forum and we'll move on to the important item. That's the oath of office. And I'd ask Village Clerk Simsky to administer the oath of office to our newly re-elected trustees. Trustee Guzzo, Trustee Little, and Trustee Nero. Do you do them one at a time? Yes.
All right, Marie, you come with me. Okay.
Should I bring my cheat sheet?
Yes, you have cheese.
I have a cheat sheet.
Raise your right hand and I state your name.
I, Marie Johanna Guzzo,
Do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the laws of DuPage County,
the laws of DuPage County,
the Village of Westmont Code of Ordinances,
the Village of Westmont Code of Ordinances,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of trustee
the duties of the office of trustee
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Linda Little,
Do solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the laws of DuPage County,
the laws of DuPage County,
the Village of Westmont Code of Ordinances,
the Village of Westmont Code of Ordinances,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of trustee
the duties of the office of trustee
to the very best of my ability.
to the very best of my abilities.
Follow me, okay? Got it. I state your name.
I, Steve Nero,
Do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the laws of DuPage County,
the laws of DuPage County,
the Village of Westmont Code of Ordinances,
the Village of Westmont Code of Ordinances,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of trustee
the duties of the office of trustee
to the very best of my ability.
to the very best of my ability.
That was fun. They're a good group.
Oh,
Oh, wait, Jenny, wait.
about the whole board.
No,
Just
just
re-elected.
You want to get on one side, Ginny, and the mayor on the other?
On the back side?
If you, Ginny and the mayor could be on the ends.
Yes.
And the trustees in the middle. That would be great. Ginny, could you come on this end?
I'll come on this.
Yes, perfect.
I'm right here.
Thank you.
Again, congratulations. During our reports, we'll allow the newly re-elected trustees to make any comments if they'd like. We do have a regular agenda, and I'd ask Clerk Simsky for a roll call on the new village board.
On the new,
All of us, yeah.
okay, I can repeat this. Mayor Gunther.
Here.
Clerk's here. Trustee Barker.
Here.
Trustee Brady.
Here.
Trustee Guzzo.
Here.
Trustee Little.
Here.
Trustee Nero.
Here.
Trustee Simonovich.
Here.
Attorney Zemanek.
Here.
Manager May.
Here.
And Assistant Village Manager Parker.
Here. Okay, we did our roll call, and those, we're going to move on to our rest of our agenda. For those who are here for the swearing in, especially any nieces, there's cupcakes in there. So I only see one niece here, but, so at this point, we're going to go on reports, and I'm going to skip mine until I hear from Trustee Guzzo, as newly re-elected trustee.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First, I want to take this opportunity to thank all the voters who put their trust and faith in me for another 4 years, and to the residents as well. This village, as everyone knows, I've been here all my life. I grew up with a strong sense of public service. My father, Frank Johannick, was fire chief for 25 years. My uncle was a mayor in the 60s, plus he was the first park board president. And I just want to thank my family for instilling this great pride that I have in this village. I am very proud to call Westmont my home, and I would be amiss if I didn't thank my husband Joe for the late nights and putting up with me not being around as much, but he has just been an anchor, and I love him dearly, and I want to thank him as well. Then I have my nephew in the audience. Mitch has just been a treasure. And then I have some dear friends as well, and I want to thank them all. And I want to thank the village board and the staff as well. It's been a pleasure to work with you over these last few years, and I consider each and every one of you and everyone in this village a member of the family. So thank you, and that's before I start tearing up. So now on to my regular report. Our next Fire Public Safety Committee meeting is June 1st, 4:30 here at Village Hall. Everyone is invited to attend. And the Westmont Fire Department's 100th anniversary, yay, go! The pancake breakfast and swap meet is May 20th from 9 a.m. to 12 on the bay floor of the Fire Public Safety facility at 500 North Cass Avenue. This is a free event and is open to the general public. And again, I want to congratulate the fire department on their 100th anniversary. I've been at the 50th, the 75th, and now the 100th, so congratulations to everyone, and same thing with the village as well. I was at the 50th anniversary for the village, the 75th, and the 100th. So thank you, Mayor, that's all I have.
Thank you, and I failed to say nephews can go get cupcakes too. Or anybody who's here, if they like to, there's coffee and cupcakes there, you bring them back and watch the meeting, but I'll move on to Trustee Little.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to say thank you as well to all the voters in Westmont. You've put a lot of trust in me, and the last 8 years have been nothing but wonderful for me. I've enjoyed serving you, and I look forward to another 4 years at least, and I will do my very best, as promised by my oath, to do my best for the whole village of Westmont. So thank you for that. Our Administration Finance Committee meeting will be held in 2 weeks, May 18th at 4:30 here at Village Hall. The Muddy Warhol contest update. These works of art and other Muddy Water Museum pieces will be on display soon at the Westmont Special Events Office at Westmont Center. Details will be posted on the westmontevents.com website. Cruising Nights is only 4 weeks away from tonight, beginning June 1st and continuing for 14 consecutive weeks through August 31st. Details can be found at westmontevents.com. This year, the Taste of Westmont is scheduled to be held the week after the 4th of July. That's a change. So mark your calendars for July 13, 14, 15, and 16. More details will be forthcoming. And don't forget to look at the village website for more information on the water and garbage rate increases, which went into effect May 1st, 2023. So that's all I have, Mayor.
Well, thank you. And we're going to move on to the senior trustee in years of service, Trustee Nero.
Thank you, Mayor, and as I said at the last meeting, thanks to the entire, all the voters in Westmont. I think it goes without saying, but we all up here take this position really seriously, and we all do it for the right reasons, and it's a lot of fun to be part of a good team that we all are here. We get a lot done, we do a lot, and I'm very grateful that I got reelected because I know there's more than 4 years of work to do, and it's an exciting time to be here in Westmont, and we do have a lot of fun, and we do all get along great. We don't always agree, but we do make a damn good team, and that's something I think to be proud of. And you know, the village is fortunate to have a board that works as well as we are, I think, and it's pretty neat to see all the things that we're doing. So I'm looking forward to the next 4 years, and of course, special thanks to all my family, especially those that are here. Someone already bailed ship for a cupcake, but that's all right.
Mom and your
My
niece.
niece Natalie said, I'm going, and my mom's out there, and Grandpa's here too, and brother Robbie, and although Corinne can't be here, she knows what's happening. She's up in Wisconsin. Someone's got to work in the family, but you know, this is a lot of fun. We enjoy it. I enjoy it, and again, I'm just very grateful for everybody's support and appreciate being here. But now it's time to get back to work. So just a quick couple updates as far as Public Works concerned. We are still having the tree seedling giveaway. I'm sorry, Friday was the tree seedling giveaway. Thanks to all the volunteers and staff who made this program happen. And for those that are seeing those signs all over town that no mow till Mother's Day, we did have over 250 residents that signed up. Thanks to all those that are participating in the event. That supports our local pollinator population. So Robbie, no complaints on your neighbors that have long grass. We'll give it a couple more weeks. And then next, everybody probably noticed coming into this meeting is this West Quincy Streets project. An example of an exciting project. Construction has begun. We know that. Work will continue throughout the summer, and it's expected to be completed this fall. I'm just super impressed. Kudos to our village manager. This is his vision, and talk about implementing it and getting it done. I can't wait till the fall to see what that looks like. Depot platform reconstructions as part of our advanced work for the platform reconstruction. BNSF will be replacing track and ties at the Cass Avenue crossing and rebuilding the crossing itself. This which will include a full closure of the railroad crossing at Cass Avenue. It's tentatively scheduled to begin Saturday, May 20th and last just over a week. Please plan accordingly to adjust travel times during this construction. And that is all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Now keep moving on with the trustees. Trustee Brady.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Under the Community Development Committee, the Planning and Zoning Commission is scheduled to meet on Wednesday, May 10th at 7 p.m. at the Village Hall. The agenda includes a public hearing for a garage variance and a discussion of the upcoming zoning ordinances update process, which will take several months. At today's meeting, the Community Development Committee discussed the revision of the Downtown Incentive Program. The draft program outlines was reviewed in anticipation of approval by the program and the board at the upcoming board meeting. Also, May 14th through the 20th is Police Week. It was a proclamation since 1962 by President Kennedy to honor those law enforcement officers that were lost their lives in the line of duty. That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Move on to Trustee Simonovich.
Thank you, Mayor. The next Police Public Safety Committee meeting will be on July 27th at 4:30 here at Village Hall. We recently had a drug take-back event on April 22nd, and we are pleased to report that over 270 pounds of unused medications were collected during this event. There are a couple upcoming events with the police department. Cop on a Rooftop is May 19th, and the paper shred event is on May 20th. Details for both of those events are on the village website. And finally, applications are being accepted for officers now through May 18th, and this online application is posted on the village website. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. And Trustee Barker.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a couple of things. The Westmont Library and Garden Club Expo is being held on May 20th. Members of the EIC will be volunteering and participating in the Garden Club Expo at the library. There'll be more details as this gets closer. Community solar staff is talking to community solar project consultants about the possibility of providing information to the public about securing their electricity needs from a solar powered provider, which may result in cost savings to the public. There'll be additional information coming forward over the weeks and months as that's looked into. Really, that's all I have this evening, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. And your comment that the old board was better than the new board now? Did you say that?
No, I said the new board
No, it's going
is
to be
much better
all right.
than the previous.
I got that reversed. All right,
Yeah.
we'll move on to my report. And I do have to say, I didn't realize today is Firefighters Appreciation Day. Yes, sir. Well, we appreciate you. Last week, we had our annual community awards by the Westmont Chamber, and I want to congratulate all of our award recipients. We had the largest turnout as we have ever had, and it was great to see everybody recognized. Tonight and tomorrow morning, the 4th Annual Senior Spring Fling. This is a chamber event held at the community center from local businesses and public agencies. If you're going to attend tomorrow, they're from 8:30 to 11:30 in the gym at the community center. Just contact the chamber office or just stop in. I'm sure they'll give you some information. And we'll hear about this a little later, but the Lions Club, their Spring Fling and Race to the Flag 5K. They will have their Spring Fling Memorial Day weekend, not on Memorial Day, but Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. On Sunday, the Park District will host the Race to the Flag 5K, which benefits the People's Resource Center. And again, they've been doing this for years, and details can be found on either the Lions website or the Park District's website. And that's all I have. Clerk Simsky.
Thank you, Mayor. I just have a couple of notifications. All village offices will be closed Monday, May 29th for Memorial Day. And the Memorial Day Parade will be, of course, on May 29th, 10:30 a.m. on Cass Avenue with the ceremony at the Veterans Memorial at 75 East Richmond. And I just want to compliment our trustees. They're outstanding. They're wonderful to work with. Our mayor's a wonderful person to work with. We're blessed. Even that manager down there is a good guy, most of the time.
Even?
And this one does a good job all the time, too. And all of you out there, Patty works herself to death in here for us. You're all great. It's just wonderful. It's a wonderful town.
We've been fortunate to have the staff we've had.
Yes,
And
we
during
have.
the whole emergency COVID, our first responders and staff did a tremendous job. We're going to move on to items to be removed from the consent agenda. I see that a couple of them are on the agenda. Does anybody want any item removed? I'd ask Manager May to please read.
On the consent agenda this evening, we begin with village board minutes. Board to consider approving the following meeting minutes. The 2023-24 budget workshop meeting held on April 15th, 2023, and the village board meeting held on April 20th, 2023. We have, this is the first meeting of the new fiscal year, so we have finance ordinance number 1 in the aggregate amount of $1,307,583.42. There are purchase orders as well. I'm just going to say the purchase orders being the first meeting, these are open purchase orders. They're annual amounts, not necessarily being paid out all at this time. First purchase order is Tyler Technologies Incorporated, $31,500, represents the EnerGov Assist services. Next is Imperial Service Systems, $51,000, and this is general office cleaning for Public Works and Village Hall facilities. Next purchase order is Clark Environmental Mosquito, $80,600, and this is for our annual mosquito spraying or mosquito abatement program. List that amount. The total of those purchase orders is $163,100. The total of the purchase orders with finance ordinance number 1 is $1,470,683.42. We have proclamations. First proclamation is board to consider the proclamation declaring May 14th through 20th as Police Week in the Village of Westmont. The next proclamation is Public Service Week. Board to consider a proclamation declaring May 7 through 13 as Public Service Week in the Village of Westmont. The last proclamation is Public Works Week. Board to consider a proclamation declaring May 21st through the 27th as Public Works Week, all of these in the Village of Westmont. That is it for the consent agenda.
We have a motion to approve as presented.
Motion to approve is read. Little?
Second.
Great. Comments? I'd ask Manager May on the abatement, that covers different spraying times, or?
It is all the, yeah, it's either 3 or 4 built-in sprayings that are in there. There's provisions in there for additional sprayings. Should it warrant, there's DuPage County Health Department and others, monitor the, trap counts and stuff.
Mayor, I'd just like to comment on that. As chairman of the Environmental Improvement Committee here in Westmont, we've looked into that spraying program because we get a number of questions on it. And the EIC committee is under the impression that it's necessary. There's a lot of people worried about overspraying and all of that, but it's done very carefully. It's done throughout DuPage County, and it's not just, our committee, it's all these committees and organizations in DuPage County making sure that it's done right. But the EIC here in Westmont supports this.
And we do use a more expensive organic product.
Yes, we do. Thank you.
Any other comments? Anybody? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Little?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich?
Yes.
Trustee Barker?
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo?
Yes.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Motion passes. We're going to move on to unfinished business. There are 4 different items that are related to special events. And the first one's 2023 Race to the Flag 5K. It's an ordinance approving the following requests for the 2023 Race to the Flag to be held May 27, 2023. 1, community events permit including street closures, and 2, live amplified sound permit. I'd ask Manager May maybe to discuss this and all of them at this point.
Well, we'll leave each one separately, but the reason they're on unfinished business is because these were on the consent agenda last meeting, pulled off while we finished fine tuning each of these events has a community events permit assigned to it, and then other requests that would be related to it. So the first one is Race to the Flag, and it is the permit, but the live amplified sound permit, but no other waivers are considered. And I don't know that there's anybody here to speak to that event, but that's the first one. Needs a separate.
Do you have a motion to approve the Race to the Flag ordinance?
Motion to approve, Nero.
Second, Little?
Motion been made, second. Any comments? Again, the park took this over from the Wellness Committee that the village started, and now People's Resource Center is benefiting from it. Any questions? Nobody? Roll call, please.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo?
Yes.
Trustee Barker?
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich?
Yes.
Trustee Little?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Motion passes. We're going to move on to unfinished business B, 2023 Westmont Lions Foundation Spring Fling. Board to consider ordinance approving the following request for the Westmont Spring Fling Red, White, and Barbecue Festival hosted by the Westmont Lions Foundation, May 26th through May 28th at Ty Warner Park. 1, community events permit. 2, liquor license fee waiver. 3, amusement fee waiver. 4, live amplified sound permit. 5, tent permit fee waiver. And 6, temporary banner permit waiver. And again, I'll turn to, any additional comments? or I'll just entertain a motion to approve.
Motion to approve, Guso?
Motion been made and second. I'd ask the Lions Club to come up to the podium, Dan, and give us some information about that.
Yeah. All right, so it's coming up quick, guys. We're like 21 days away or so. I can't do my math right, but this year's been fun. It's been challenging, obviously, with everything. Costs have gone up, and it's made a good dent. We took on a $10,000 increase from last year, but with good help and everything, we were able to get to that point to go in, really good. Bigger carnival, we'll have more rides than we did last year, which will be good and exciting for all ages. That's one of the big things that I've added over the last 2 years, bringing the carnival also into the secondary parking lot. So there'll be tons of all ages, and I mean going up to teens. I'm happy the Tilt-A-Whirl will be there for myself. Tons of good food. We added 2 new food vendors. Great music. I think the music is even better than last year. We got some awesome acts. Elvis impersonation. Actually, the singer is part of the $1 Million Quartet on the lower Florida side of the U.S. That'll be there this year. So Saturday it's going to be a really, really big night. Barbecue competition is growing ecstatically. We actually have 13 more teams than we did last year. So that's a good thing. But it's ready to go. The only thing that, I don't know if this is part of that, to your email, in the design piece, I just wanted to ask that we add more, handicap parking along Black Hawk. We missed that piece last year. That was part of the village feedback that I sent out to people so we could grow and make it better. So that was my only request today, is that we just put up a couple more handicap signs for people.
I will say that it's not
Yeah, it's
part
not
of the request
this
tonight, but
piece.
Mr. Fleck is paying attention to that.
Okay, he did, okay, cool. But the questions I would open to everybody here, and I'm happy to
And
entertain.
when you say barbecue, 13 more, what's the total? 50?
Right now, so last year we had 28 registered, 26 compete. This year we actually had an actual increase request of 59 due to the turnaround that we don't offer trailer space anymore. I had to turn all those people away, but our total right now is 39.
And that's more of an amateur event.
A backyard is considered an amateur event. It's open up to anybody that wants to compete. Yes, pros do take, we are actually the central first competition of the year. So that's why we actually have a gentleman coming from Alabama this year. That's why they want to compete. It all depends on the prize payout, but what we offer as an event. So the trophies, the payouts, and how well you do compared to other competitions, the sanctioning for KCBS. It's all about how the teams want to chase the points to go to national. Actually, nationals getting ready to come up in Kansas City. So, we offer the package here in Westmont for the event.
Good. And the barbecue started, Mr. Jim Addington.
Yeah.
Was his idea, and it has been reduced to a little less barbecue, but they still have probably 50 teams eventually will be competing, and it's a fun day. That's Saturday. It's a really fun day.
Super fun, and like I said, if I can get these teams that have trailers to just downsize into tent space, I mean, the field can hold 50, 55. So, it'll take a little more talking to them, but I think they'll get there. And I think as you see, it just keeps growing. And as we do more, we'll even be podcasting live from the event this year to really talk to all the teams live that are there and then out throughout and help us grow year over year.
And that's the south side of Ty Warner on
Yeah.
Plaza and in
Yeah,
front
Plaza
of the
and Black Hawk.
natatorium.
Yep.
Any other questions? I think I asked them all.
I'm kind of hungry right now.
Yeah.
Oh, good food.
All right, roll call, please.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Parker.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich.
Yes.
Trustee Little.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Motion passes. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on, C. 2023 Westmont Cruising Nights and Street Fair. Board to consider ordinance approving the following requests from the Westmont Special Events Corporation for their 2023 Cruising Nights and Street Fair events. 1, community events permit. 2, tent permit fee waiver. 3, live amplified sound permit for event hours. And 4, street and public right-of-way closures. And Manager May, I turn to you on any additional comments.
Well, just that, like my introductions, we did have was pulled off last time while we fine-tuned the community events permit. We have met with WSEC, and all things are are all solvable, and many of them are already in a good place. So this is ready to approve for the event for the entire season.
Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve, Barker.
Second, Little.
Motion been made and second. Additional comments? The only comment I'd say is that this is pretty much the same as previous year. In the future, if there's no new requests, it'll be on the consent agenda. It's only when there's a new added.
Because I pulled it off the
Yeah,
consent agenda.
yeah. Any other? Roll call, please.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
Trustee Little.
Recuse. Recuse.
I'm sorry.
Confused. She gets a big R.
Car with a circle and a slash.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
And Trustee Simonovich.
Yes.
Motion passes. We'll move on to unfinished business D, 2023 Taste of Westmont. Board to consider ordinance approving the following requests from the Westmont Special Events Corporation for 2023 Taste of Westmont event. 1, liquor license fee waiver. 2, amusement license fee waiver. 3, tent permit fee waiver. 4, food truck fee waiver. And 5, live amplified sound permit fee waiver. And Manager May, I think it's the same.
It's the same, except it's, the event is significantly more complex than the other ones we've talked about previously. So everything on this list, you'll notice, is everything except the community events permit. Not that that's a problem, it's just that tonight you're approving all the fee waivers for continued planning. We have met, regarding the event and have a good head start on that. So there's nothing that will be an obstacle. And, but the community event permit itself will be at the next meeting,
It'll be on the agenda.
probably on the consent agenda.
And then also the request number 5 for live amplified sound permit fee waiver. It's not actually a fee waiver because there is no fee for that permit. It's just approval of the permit itself, which is what the other request had listed. That was just a mistake in the agenda.
Okay.
Just live amplified sound permit.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's ready.
I need a motion to approve.
Motion to approve, Simonovich.
Motion been made and seconded. Approve. Any additional comments? Nope. Nobody? Nobody. Roll call, please.
Trustee Simonovich.
Yes.
Trustee Little.
Recuse.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
Motion passes. We're going to move on to new business. A, engineering service agreement, 2023 Westmont Sidewalk Program. Board to consider ordinance authorizing an engineering service agreement with Primera Engineers for Phase 3 construction services for the 2023 Westmont Sidewalk Program. Director Reese.
This request is to approve the sum of $74,300 for Phase 3 construction services. Last week, you had approved the construction contract, and this is the engineering services for the construction phase.
Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve, Little.
Second, Nero.
Motion made and second. Comment. Roll call, please.
Trustee Little.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich.
Yes.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Motion passes. New business B, engineering agreement, Phase 3 construction engineering for CBD alley reconstruction, Section H. Or to consider ordinance authorizing this engineering service agreement with Thomas Engineering Group, LLC, for Phase 3 construction engineering service for the CBD Central Business District alley reconstruction, on Section H. Director Reese.
This request is to approve the sum of $96,500 for Phase 3 construction engineering. This will include construction administration, field inspection, and documentation. And later on in the meeting is the construction contract and an intergovernmental agreement also related to this item.
Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve, Nero.
Second, Little?
Motion been made and seconded. Trustee Barker.
Could you tell us what Alley H is, please?
I was going to ask that.
This is the alley behind Uncle Bub's.
Alley B.
And this is the final, represents the final full,
Street names,
Yeah.
landmarks.
yeah. Everyone knows Uncle Bub's, right?
Thank you.
Any additional comments, questions? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo?
Yes.
Trustee Barker?
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich?
Yes.
Trustee Little?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
You get to stand up there. New business C, engineering agreement, Phase 3 construction engineering for residential alley 1S reconstruction. Board to consider an ordinance authorizing an engineering service agreement with Thomas Engineering Group, LLC, for Phase 3 construction engineering services for a residential alley 1S, 1 South reconstruction project. Director Reese.
This request is to approve the sum of $118,500 for Phase 3 construction engineering services for Alley 1S. This alley is the one that's right behind the building here, between Quincy, right behind Quincy, all the way to 55th Street, and then between Lincoln and Grant. So it's quite a long way. There was a lot of coordination during the design phase because there's a school there and many residential homes backing up to it. So this is for the construction engineering, and later on in the meeting will be the construction contract.
The labeling system is, when we were
Yeah.
in the commercial areas, they were all, the locations were
letters.
lettered. So this is the first one we're doing that's a residential alley and on the south side of town.
Yep, they have the numbers, so.
Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve, Nero.
Second, Little?
Motion been made and second. Any other comments? You already told us where it's at, so we're, roll call, please.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo?
Yes.
Trustee Barker?
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich?
Yes.
Trustee Little?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Motion passes. Award of bid proposal, CBD Alley Reconstruction Project, Section H. Board to consider ordinance awarding the bid proposal from Kuchenhaber Construction Incorporated for CBD Alley Reconstruction Project, Section H, and authorizing a contract consistent with the bid documents. Director Reese.
We received 4 bids for this alley reconstruction project. The low bid was $1,141,579. It is above the engineer's estimate, but the bids were still favorable. They were tightly clustered and still less than what our budgeted amount was, so we were very pleased with the bids. This will be the reconstruction of the alley behind Uncle Bub's, as previously mentioned, with the Central Business District section with the permeable concrete and the bricks. If you remember, we also received a grant for this from DuPage County Stormwater. So we will have the grant funding to put towards this project. And in addition, there's intergovernmental cooperation with Downers Grove Sanitary District. They have to replace some of their sanitary sewer under the alley. We're going to do it at the same time. So about $390,000 or so of this contract is Downers Grove Sanitary District work. And later on, you'll see the intergovernmental agreement for that.
And about 60-some thousand from.
Yeah, 66,000.
Trustee Nero, thank you.
Yeah, we're very, very pleased about that.
Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve, Little?
Second, Nero.
Motion been made, second additional. Trustee Barker.
I just wanted to make a comment, this is in the last 2 or 3 months. I think this is the second or at least the second, if not the third contract that's come in over the estimate now. And so the economy is changing, and I think these estimators are probably working real hard to try to figure this all out, but costs have definitely increased, and we're starting to see it. For years, we were under the estimate, and it was always nice to see that. But now it's trending the other way.
It is close to 7%.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's still a valuable, it's a valuable bid. As, you know, I'm not commenting on that, I'm just saying that we're starting to see it turn the other way.
Materials cost.
Yeah, well, that's it, transportation
Yeah.
and labor and everything else. Thank you.
Any other comments? I just say, I should have asked the last time, have we used these companies before?
This contractor, yeah, I've personally had experience with them in the past, and their work
We've been in
is
town, too.
satisfactory,
Copenhagen, yeah.
so.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Trustee Little.
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
Motion passes. We'll move on to new business E. Award of bid proposal, residential alley, 1S reconstruction. Board to consider ordinance awarding the bid proposal from R.W. Duttman Company for the residential alley, 1S reconstruction project and authorizing contract consistent with the accepted bid documents. Director Reese.
So we received 2 bids for this project, and the low bidder was R.W. Dunneman, and their bid was $1,196,373.60. So this was about 3.87% higher than the engineer's estimate, but we still felt the bids were good. This project is the reconstruction of residential alley 1S. As mentioned before, Quincy to 55th between Lincoln and Grant. And the alley will be reconstructed with asphalt pavement, concrete edge restraint, storm sewer, and associated restoration.
Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve Guzzo.
Second.
Motion made and second. Any additional comments? I think Trustee Barker said it last time, same, a little less, closer to the engineering. Roll call, please.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Barker. Trustee Little.
Yes.
Motion passes. We'll move on to new business G, intergovernmental agreements, South Westmont Fire Protection District. Oh, I skipped one. We'll go back up to F, intergovernmental agreement, Downers Grove Sanitary District. Board to consider ordinance approving an intergovernmental agreement, an IGA, with Downers Grove Sanitary District for certain sanitary sewer improvements that will be considered with the CBD alley reconstruction, Section H project. Director Reese.
So as we mentioned before, we'll be reconstructing this alley H. Sanitary sewer improvements are going to be included to minimize disruption to residents and businesses in this corridor. There will be a partial part of it under the unreconstructed part of alley G that needs to be finished, and then the entirety of alley H. We asked them about trenches rehabilitation. There is problems with the alignment, vertical alignment of the sanitary, that they couldn't do that. They've got like bellies in it, and then they have like the greasing problem from Uncle Bub's and stuff like that. So we went back and forth with the IGA. They've accepted all of Attorney Zemanak's suggestions, so we are ready to go with that pending your approval.
We have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve, Nero.
Second Little.
Motion made second. Additional comments? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich.
Yes.
Trustee Little.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
While you're still there, a quick question on the brick pavers. Did we purchase a new plow for those?
Not newer than we've been using every season for doing that, but it is something we struggle with. So it's not just that it's brick. I mean, all alleys are difficult to do. Where do you put the snow? And so we have V-plows and we have smaller equipment that you can put in there.
Thank you.
Going to be a busy summer, so thank you very much.
Thank you. Now we'll move on to new business G, intergovernmental agreement, South Westmont Fire Protection District. Board to consider ordinance approving an intergovernmental agreement, IGA, with South Westmont Fire Protection District for fire protection and ambulance services. Chief Riley.
Thank you, Mayor. The village has provided fire protection and ambulance services to the Westmont South Fire District for numerous years. This is a new one-year IGA that's coming before you. There will be an increase to the South Westmont Fire Department District for $22,500. And next Tuesday, May 9th, is the first meeting with them for the new year. And as you're aware, we acquired properties in the South Westmont Fire District, and we'll start the process to dissolve the fire district paper. So it's
Because
gonna-
as unincorporated, so the district serves unincorporated
unincorporated
properties.
areas, so Tri-State Fire Protection District will be attending next Tuesday's meeting, along with their attorney, with the fire district's attorney, and eventually we'll be coming to Attorney Zemanek to start dissolving this paper district, as, that's was Chairman Cronin's process for the last few years to do so.
We're the lead community doing that? We're the lead
Yeah.
putting that together? Now, Tri-State will inherit some of those properties, right?
Tri-State will inherit 94 properties that are actually in the city of Darien, and then the parcels that Westmont has already incorporated will become part of the Westmont Fire Department. The big difference is we charge about 22 cents on the dollar, and Tri-State charges about 68 cents on the dollar. So that is a huge increase for those Darien residents, which is another reason they want to stay with Westmont Fire Department.
We need to sell more pancakes.
Yes, sir. So I will continue, and I will update the board at our next public safety meeting on June 1st of this process as we continue to move forward with it.
We have a motion to approve.
Motion to approve, Little?
Brady, second.
Motion been made and second.
Brady.
Any additional comments or questions? Hey, I do have to say, Tri-State probably has year-old equipment. They keep rolling it over, new equipment, new equipment. We got
Just
a
like
little bit more
Westmont, just like
funds. than-
Westmont, got to have the best.
Are they full-time?
They are, sir.
They are full. Didn't you work there?
I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Seeing no questions, I'd ask for a roll call, please.
Trustee Little,
Yes.
trustee Brady,
Yes.
trustee Simonovich,
Yes.
trustee Barker,
Yes.
trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Motion passes. Any miscellaneous? I think the one thing we mentioned, the Memorial Day Parade, look to see, it's still on Cass Avenue, still going to end up at the Veterans Memorial Park. It just may step off a little different area, so.
Step up a little different, and not to back up to the very beginning of the meeting, but when we were doing the reports, there are a significant number of events scheduled for May 20th, including the start of the closure of the crossing. So we have every confidence the crossing will be completed before Memorial Day. It's scheduled to be ending the Saturday before, but we're keeping a close eye on that schedule.
And the step-off could be by the Manning School parking lot or Irving or the Bank of America
Norfolk,
versus
yeah.
all the way to Chicago.
Do we have a time for that, Mayor?
10:30 step-off, and immediately following will be the ceremony. So follow the parade in, and they have the ceremony at the newly renovated memorial on Richmond. Any other? Seeing none, then I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. Guzzo.
Second, Little?
Motion been made and second to adjourn. Roll call, please.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich.
Yes.
Trustee Little.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Again, I want to thank everybody for attending, and this meeting is adjourned.